Yo guys, what's going on? So I am committing more to long form video and I'm just coming from a workout. I'm wrapping up week 20 of competition prep for competition number 6, right? It's my first Classic Physique Pro show. I actually just I just had a body fat scan yesterday, and I came in at 6.2%, which was absolutely just mind-boggling to me. But I'm here for all of it. Trust me, I am not looking a gift horse in the mouth. Whoa, wait, got something stuck in my shoe. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, gotta get that. Whoa. That's what all that yoga is for. Okay, so. I am reflecting on all of the work that has been done up until this point. I haven't, what's crazy about being in shape at 40, right? Is we were told for so long that it would all be downhill after this, right? It would all be downhill after 30. And that, there was no hope, and and that we had to get it together, and that we had to grow up, and that growing up also meant that we had to give up this part of our youth. And I just look at all the people who believed all of that shit. Like, one of the things about growing up in New York that I actually think really helped me was that I saw people who were in their 30s and their 40s, in some cases their 50s, living their best lives and partying their asses off. And I wanted to be like that when I was in my 20s, right? Looking at them, seeing the kind of fun that they had, knowing that this was a possibility. And of course, years would pass, and when I did finally hit 29, I looked in the mirror, didn't like what I saw, and got right to work. Decided that at 30, I was not going to look or feel the way that I felt at that exact moment. And so when I did that, it really put into motion a kind of outlook that I just wasn't expecting to have. I became a really different version of myself. Like, one that was I was unapologetic about where I was going. I was unrelenting, right? And the other thing is, I was also tough on myself. But I was tough on myself in the way that I needed to be to succeed at this thing, because I didn't want to be in my 40s and be fat. And the reason that matters is that while some people would argue that, you don't need to be ripped and lean at 40, what I'm noticing is that a lot of men really let themselves go around 25. And I'm like, what is that? Like, why is that our fate? Like, that's what we do? That's crazy. So, all of this is to say, and this is that's not even the reason that I'm in competitive bodybuilding. Like, I got to competitive bodybuilding through another means. Like, I finally found myself there, right? But I knew that at 29, I didn't want to feel like I was over the hill at 39. And at 39, I didn't feel over the hill, because at 39, I decided, that was just last year. And I said to my coach, I said, hey, I want to compete next year at 40. Can we put some more muscle on me? This was after, of course, I had won my pro card in 2024, right? Pro card in natural classic physique. So just imagine, right, that I'm in the best shape of my life right now, right? And I'm not just saying that because I'm competition lean. I'm 1 week away from doing my 6th show ever and my first pro show. But it's not just that I'm competition lean, it's also that like I'm physically fit to do all of this other shit, right? And I look at so many of the people who are my age or, you know, age adjacent, right? Or even the guys who are younger than me, which is even crazier, right? And I just see like, so like, you know, people are just fucking tired. You know, like they're tired all the time. You know, they get winded going up flights of stairs. You know, they can't walk a mile. Like I'm walking and talking to you right now, okay? And you know, they can't even do that. Like, what is that? Like, is that, are we to just roll over and succumb to stuff like that? Nah, man, nah. Oh, I think I passed my street. But you know, it's all to say that I love this part of my life right now. You know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows and shit, but being in shape has really changed me for the better. It changed the way that I think. It changed the way that I see myself. It changed the way that I treat people, right? It changed the way that I let people, you know, talk to me. It changed how I respect people and how I also command respect from people, right? And you can say that, you know, you gotta, trust me, the game just changes when you decide that you are going to be in shape in your 40s, okay? The game absolutely changes. Make no mistake about it. People look at you different, they treat you different, they talk to you different, right? These things actually do matter. So I don't know, man. I'm just getting this all out there because, you know, one of the blessings that comes with taking on a journey like this, and especially these days, is that we have the technology now to be able to adequately document this stuff. So I'm taking the time to do that now on this little YouTube channel that I'm trying to grow. And hopefully, you know, if other 40-somethings will find this, right? And, you know, roll with me because I got some stuff to tell you guys. I got some insights to share with you guys, and I'm going to keep doing that. All right? Take it easy. Y'all have a nice night. I'm back at work tomorrow. It'll be week 21 starting tomorrow for competition prep. It's the last week of competition prep for me. So anyway, see you guys later. Take it easy.